untypisch im Vergleich zum späteren, teilweise zwölftönig oder atonal komponierenden Werk und doch auch nicht spätromantisch. Es taucht immer wieder die Frage auf, gibt es, so wie man in Kunst und Architektur von Jugendstil auch
So, because I love it so much, yesterday we drilled holes in the ceiling, just avoiding the cooling system and not putting holes in anything, which was good because we didn't need an early shower. Basically, it's always scary to drill holes in this roof. I don't like it. But we had to do it because here is the extractor hood will be mounted. And that is above the oven and cooking areas here. So all the heat can be collected and gone. And we put these screws in now, and we can mount the hood, which is here, and here. It's a two-part system on this and into the walls where we put on these tiles, so they have a flat surface there. So we cemented these bricks on the bottom here to get the levels right. A couple in the middle we've cut out so that we've got a little bit of slope coming down from the back to the front so water can run away. Although we shouldn't have too much water coming in on this side, but you never know. And it's the same on this side. Here we've got a little bit of aluminium just underneath to level it out, and those two are cut out. So yeah, I'm going to drill holes into these, put screws down, and then lay the boards down, and then go up to do the last step, which is in that part. So here we've just been reopening the water sinker here. This is like where all the roof water goes, just to get the levels completely right for when we do the car parking area, and the same with that one down there, that the angle of the lid is the same as the tarmac. And here is basically finished apart from one board along the front. That's looking pretty good. Can you open it?
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad for nice wood chippings. I think I might need to sharpen the blades. Pretty good, huh, Laura? Good? Let's take it up to the tunnel and we can put it on the pathway. And some of them obviously didn't shred that well, the small ones, but that doesn't matter. I'm not trying to get prizes for how well it's shredded. So it's been a bit of a crazy old time here the last month or so, and you may have seen in the last video I put a little memorial at the end, and my dad died in the middle of May, which of course is really a hard thing to go through, and I'm sure many of you have gone through that, but it does make you think a lot about what's going on, and the grief and the confusion and everything, because it was pretty unexpected. You know, it hits you for six, and so that's what's been going on a little bit in the background, just to fill you guys in. And we went back this week for the funeral, back to England where my parents lived, or my mum still does, of course, but so hasn't been much progress on the house, obviously, because of that, which I'm sure you'll understand. But yeah, it's just such an awful thing to have to go through, and you know, all of these ideas of, like, you know, getting this place finished and having them over to stay, look after the kids and enjoy their retirement and all that kind of thing, you know, it just becomes well, it just all gets, you know, like thrown away, all those ideas. Life goes on, but in some way it doesn't go on the same, you know, anymore. And that is just how it is, you know. I think we've got a bit of a problem in the West with death being a taboo, I don't think it should be. I think it's something very natural, but at the same time our common experience is like, well, it's just shouldn't happen, should it? I mean, not especially not to somebody that you love, and that is the problem with it all. You can't get your head around it, although you are confronted with it, you know, in nature and all around you. People that you know do die, and animals and plants die, and the great cycle of death and rebirth and all that kind of thing. But it's still, when it happens to you that close, it's a hard thing to work through. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you so that you kind of know, like, a little bit more, really. You know, we're building a lot, we're doing a lot ourselves. You know, we're not experts, we're just people trying to make something, and we're the same as everybody else. You know, tragic things happen, and those things we'll have to kind of process and work through and live with, just as anybody else does. Yeah, so hearts are heavy these days. We're a bit sad, and thank you for your support and kind messages, all of you who knew my dad, and he was actually the one person who consistently kept asking to help on the building site, and I had to keep telling him I'd love him to help, but his health wasn't great, and it would have been just too hard for him, I think. Although he did help mow, and they were here in summer, and you know, like, they helped where they could. So bless him. He's obviously a part of this story, you know. So I wouldn't be here where I am today without him, obviously, but in many more ways than just biologically. So yeah, we had to say goodbye, which we did, and I guess I'll be saying goodbye for many years to come to him, because they don't just leave you all at once, do they? And we'll just keep going. We're getting closer now. June is here, and we're hoping that we can open doors for the cafe in July, end of July. Could be early August, we'll see. We're going to give it our best and try and get this job done.